Story begin. 130 years ago, the Silent Night made their first appearance to the world. The world was consumed in the maelstrom of war, and countless deaths ensued. Life became grim, and people started to lose hope. One day, as death and destruction showed no ends of slowing down, the martial masters of the Miram world came together and formed the Central Heavenly Alliance. The Central Heavenly Alliance decided to create a sect that would keep the Silent Night at bay. As such, they elected a prominent martial artist, Jin, who when he became the first leader of the Northern Heavenly Sect. With the formation of this new sect, the Central Heavenly Alliance promised their support to them. They procured countless amounts of martial techniques and spiritual elixirs, and thus allowed the Northern Heavenly Sect to grow in power and be able to successfully push back the advancement of the Silent Night. Time began to pass, and the second-generation sect leader became Nam Moon San, then the third-generation Yu Kwang Yun, and the Northern Heavenly Sect was highly respected, which eventually led to thousands of prominent martial artists to gather at this place. The man known as the Great Wall of the North, Northern Heavenly Sect's fourth-generation sect leader, the North Wall Jin Quan Ho. The pillars of the Northern Heavenly Sect, the Great Four of the Northern Heavens. And this man is the Great Four of the Northern Heavens Demon Fist Zhou Changwu, and this is the Great Four of the Northern Heaven Tempest Storm Kyung Mu Sang. And this man is the Great Four of the Northern Heavens Cursed Ghost Blade Yun Chanhua. And the last one, the Great Four Ruler of Iron Blood Jae Hyuk Shim. These figures played a crucial role in keeping away the Silent Night from the Northern lands. Then one day, as if the Silent Night reached their limits against the Northern Heavenly Sect, the Silent Night had disappeared. But then the North Wall had crumbled. This kid is Jin Mu 1, age 13, the son of Quan Ho. Quan Ho said, "It seems only the strongest have gathered here," and thought the Nine Skies were powerful and untouchable figures who ruled over Miram. Central Heavenly Alliance, was this your doing? The Nine Skies seeker of knowledge Seo Manhwa, an extraordinary prodigy who revived the once ruined Seo Moon family. His thirst for knowledge and passion for learning was what allowed him to attain the Heavenly Lord's wisdom. Manhwa said, "Sect leader Jin, are you planning to keep denying the truth till the end? Why did the protector against the Silent Night betray us?" Quan Ho said, "I have always lived my life honestly. You are telling me that I was the one who betrayed you to the Silent Night? Stop saying such preposterous things." Manhwa said, "The four pillars of the Northern Heavenly Sect have all testified against you, and yet you still insist on lying to us." Quan Ho looked at his friends and wonders, "You, my trusted friends who fought the same war with me for decades, you are my brothers. For what reason have you forsaken the Northern Heavenly Sect? I have truly become alone. So they all chose to band together and conspire against me. Even if I try to fight out of the situation, they will do whatever they can to stop me." Quan Ho said, "I see how it is, Central Heavenly Alliance. I shall obey you and comply with your wishes." Others thought his internal force is unbelievably strong. The Northern Heavenly Sect have become far too strong from having to deal with the Silent Night. They have become quite a big obstacle for us. As long as the Northern Heavenly Sect stands, we will not have full control over the mainlands. Quan Ho announced, starting from today, the Northern Heavenly Sect shall disband. The disciples of the Northern Heavenly Sect must leave and find a new home elsewhere. This shall be the last order given by me, Quan Ho, as the leader of the Northern Heavenly Sect. However, my son, who has lost his mother at an early age, and having to grow up alone in the barren lands of the Northern lands, promise me you will not put a hand on him. Manhwa thought it would be nice to put an end to his family, but it seems the mood will not allow me to do such. If we did not listen, then the leaders of the rival factions would have turned against us. Manhwa promised. Quan Ho told Mu 1, "My son, forgive me." Quan Ho stabbed the sword in his body in front of our protagonist Mu 1. In order to protect the people from the Silent Night, the Northern Heavenly Sect was created with the help and support of the Central Heavenly Alliance. They faithfully carried out this duty for over 100 years. But the fourth-generation sect leader, Quan Ho, was eventually betrayed by them. 3 years later, Mu 1 opened up his eyes and asked, "Just what are you guys doing right now?" The man replied, "Look at this bastard's eyes. I thought he was a weakling, but it looks like he's more vicious than we thought. I don't know how the other group treated you, but Pai-san is not a kind person. You see, I'm already pissed at the fact that we have to spend the next 3 years in this place because of a measly kid like you. Now show me where you have hidden the weapons and martial techniques, or you can let us kill you and we can go back to our mainland." Mu 1 laughed. Pai-san said, "Hey kiddo, I don't think you are quite understanding the situation you are in right now. You see, we can simply throw you out into the wilderness and have the wolves tear you apart. That will be a much easier solution for us, since we don't have to spend the next 3 years withering away at this place. Do you really think you will be able to do that?" Next moment, Mu1 right index finger being broke by the Aman. Mu1 yell the nine skies, did you forget about the promise my father and the Central Heavenly Alliance made? Back to earlier, the Silent Night had completely erased their presence from the world, and the world began to believe they had finally disappeared, since the Northern Heavenly Sect, who was the frontline defense against the Silent Night, had been disbanded, using the Silent Night making a sudden reappearance as the justification. The Central Heavenly Alliance would dispatch mercenaries like us in order to keep watch over the area. However, that's all just an excuse. The true purpose was to keep watch over a certain individual, just in case he does not start learning the martial arts of the Northern Heavenly Sect and plans for his revenge. Being a guard is our true objective, because the person we are watching over is none other than the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect and the last living blood of the former sect leader. The last group who kept watch stated, the former sect leader Quan Ho only allowed this boy to read books and nothing else, so he had no knowledge of martial arts. Anything pertaining to martial arts was all taken away by the Central Heavenly Alliance, and by the Great Four of the Northern Heavens as well, and after thoroughly searching this place for anything hidden, they were unable to find them. Then one day, after doing nothing for a year, this boy seemed to have regained his senses, because he stated that he needed to learn a skill that will allow him to earn a living, and thus started to practice blacksmithing. I-san is the Central Heavenly Alliance's third mercenary group captain. He said it's hard to believe that the son of the Great Northern Heavenly Sect wants to learn blacksmithing as a way to survive. But what's even more hard to believe is that there are not any more martial scrolls hidden here somewhere. But if that's true, then there is no reason for us to waste our time here for the next 3 years. The man beside his vice captain of Central Heavenly Alliance's third mercenary group, Mu Sang. Mu1 noticed them and wonders they must be the new guards. Looks like things are going to get annoying again. Location: home of 10,000 spirits. As the name implies, this place used to hold over 10,000 Confucius and martial scrolls, but the Great Four of the Northern Heavens took everything from this place. Anything pertaining to sword techniques were all taken by the Cursed Ghost Blade, Manhwa. Anything pertaining to fist techniques were all taken by the Demon Fist, Manhwa. Anything pertaining to foot techniques were all taken by the Tempest Storm, Mu Sang, and anything pertaining to refined chi cultivation were all taken by the Iron Blood ruler Hyuk Shem. A large amount of the Northern Heavenly Sect's disciples ended up following the Great Four of the Northern Heavens, and each of them took a part in destroying the Northern Heavenly Sect in order to find a ruling position in the mainlands. I've become utterly alone. No, I've been abandoned. Mu1 recalled back the moment his dad told him, from now on you are the leader of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Outside of the Northern Heavenly Sect, no life exists within 10,000 meters. One could say that time had stopped, and the current destroyed state of the Northern Heavenly Sect was also a representation of the state in which Mu1 was in. Mu1 thought, this is who I am. This is the current me. What a sorry state you are in, Mu1. I did not climb in order to diminish my weakness. I climbed in order to build and solidify the foundation of my will. If I father now, everything my father did and the life he gave up would all be gone to waste. Back to the present, Mu Sang asked, did we really have to go that far? He's but a mere child. Mu1 said, I doubt you are permitted to act this way. The Northern Heavenly Sect's martial scrolls and artifacts. Do you really think the Central Heavenly Alliance would leave any behind? They swept this place clean. You are going to kill me and go back to the mainlands? Then go ahead and try. Although they are disciples of the Great Four of the Northern Heavens, the only reason why they are with them is because they were forced to join them 3 years ago. There are still some loyal disciples of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Mu1 said, do you think they will let you get away with it? They will immediately know the difference between suicide and murder, and will not hesitate to come after your lives. Did you think the previous guards were all ignorant fools? They had the same idea as you. Did you not wonder why those guys did nothing but silently wait for the past 3 years? I-san madly said, how dare you talk like that? Mu Sang stopped Captain and said, it's best that we let him go. What that child just said holds some truth. Haven't we already searched this place? This place does not have any more martial scrolls nor valuable artifacts. Mu1 said, let me be clear. This place is my home and you are intruders, so from now on I expect you guys to at least maintain proper behaviors as guests. If you guys do that, then I will look past what you did to me today. I-san said, kiddo, I'm letting you go for now, but the moment you start doing anything suspicious, the Central Heavenly Alliance and the Great Four of the Northern Heavens will give me permission to kill you. Mark my words. Let's go make sure to watch him carefully. Mu Sang told Mu1, forgive us, you can use this to stop your bleeding. Soon, Mu1 thought the loyal disciples of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Loyal disciples, my ass, if they truly were loyal, then they would have come and rescued me from this hellhole already. Do you really think there are people who still care about a ruined sect? Nobody will care if I live or die. No, I am sure they are wanting for me to die. Mu-1 thought it's true that everything was taken away from the Northern Heavenly Sect, but the heart of the Northern Heavenly Sect is still alive. The greatest secret of the Northern Heavenly Sect, a secret not even the 4 great pillars of the Northern Heavens knows about. The ultimate martial scroll of the Northern Heavenly Sect is the Northern Heavenly Sect itself. While the sun starts to set in the east, the ruined walls of the Northern Heavenly Sect start to cast a shadow on the ground. These walls are known as the Wall of 10,000 Shadows. The mysterious patterns on these walls turn into writings when drenched in sunlight, and these writings were based on a forgotten language from the Lower Moon Kingdom. The Wall of 10,000 Shadows was built by the first sect leader, Jin Hu, and contained all of his writings, and this continued all the way down to the 4th generation sect leader, Quan Ho. For this reason only, my father made me learn the language of the Lower Moon Kingdom rather than practicing martial arts at an early age. To these people, the writings on these walls may merely look like ancient engravings. That is because it's intended for me to be the only one who can read the language of a Lower Moon Kingdom. Mu-1 thought because of this reason, it may seem like I am simply wasting my time being up here. I hope these guards continue to believe that. No, I have to continue making them believe that. The combined teachings of the previous sect leaders are all written here. I still have a long way to go before I completely learn the ultimate martial art of the Northern Heavenly Sect, Gathering of the 10,000 Shadows. As long as I am being watched by the Central Heavenly Alliance, I can't bring any unwanted attention to myself. I need to keep everything hidden and patiently wait for my chance. Soon, Mu-1 noticed Huang Chul, a former warrior of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Self-defense was the extent of his marital arts, and as such he was the weakest warrior in the Northern Heavenly Sect. However, nobody could match his loyalty and devotion to the sect. After leaving the Northern Heavenly Sect, he worked as a wandering merchant and would do his best to bring supplies from Mu-1. Huang Chul was the lonely orphan who never once had any talent in martial arts. While all the other sects rejected him, the Northern Heavenly Sect accepted him. The sect leader, Quan Ho, did everything he could to train Huang Chul the basics of martial arts so that he could at least protect his own body. Huang Chul had never forgotten that kindness. Due to this reason, while everyone had left and moved on from the Northern Heavenly Sect, he was the only one who still continued to do everything he could for Mu-1. Huang Chul asked, "Have you been doing well? It seems you've gotten a lot taller since the last time I met you." The Huang Chul noticed Mu-1's finger and asked, "Did those bastards hurt you again? Was that done by the new guards?" Mu-1 explained it was not them. They did not do anything. Don't worry, I accidentally hurt my finger when I was blacksmithing. Either way, you did not have to bring this much for me. Mu-1 said, "You should start living for yourself now. I'm already thankful for all that you've done." Huang Chul replied, "But my heart cannot do that. Without the Northern Heavenly Sect I would have been rotting away in Murim. Young master should not be living his life this way as well." Mu-1 asked, "Why is there a rock here?" Huang Chul said, "I got that when I went to Southern Clouds. It was a rock that fell from the sky, and a certain tribe worshipped it as a sacred object." Huang Chul said, "But that tribe was massacred, so the rock does not belong to anyone anymore." Mu-1 said, "Massacred?" Huang Chul said, "It seems they fought the Broken Fists troop, and the Broken Fists troop has decided to settle down in Southern Clouds. After betraying the Northern Heavenly Sect, each of the Great Four of the Northern Heavens made their own martial force in Murim. The Cursed Ghost Blade, Shanhua, gathered a group of elite chi sword users and settled down in the west. They became known as the Protectors of the Western Heavens. The Tempest Storm Kyung Mu-Seng assembled the group called the Billowing Clouds but has not made any more. The Iron Blood ruler Hyukshim supposedly had the biggest martial force and built the Iron Castle in the north. The demon fish Chun Wu, who was known for his cruel and vicious nature, created a bloodthirsty group called the Broken Fist Troop." Huang Chul said, "Since the young master has picked up blacksmithing, I brought some iron for you to use." Meanwhile, Mu-Seng wonders, "So that man is Huang Chul, he's nothing special. His loyalty to the Northern Heavenly Sect is impressive. But it's unfortunate that the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect, Mu-1, is in such a pitiful state. He walks as if he has no purpose in life, wastes his time in the forge and climbs the top of a tower and gazes at the sky. I can't sense any chi or martial arts from him. That boy truly has nothing." That time when he talked about the Central Heavenly Alliance and the Great Four of the Northern Heavens, if he refined his story a little bit more, it would have been more believable for such a young age. He has remarkable decision-making skills. It's quite unfortunate, really. If he had at least learned martial arts from the North Wall, he would have been a strong leader. Then Mu-Sang noticed a messenger hawk. Sunpai-san madly said after sending us to rot in this shithole. They did not even contact us once, and now they are telling us some highly esteemed guests are going to come over? This place is not like the Dongting Lake, it's not a place to come sightseeing. Start repairing one of the royal buildings first thing in the morning. Back to Mu1, he asked Mr. Huang what's happening in the world right now. Huang Chul replied the recent talks are all about a certain martial artist making a name in the world of Miram. His name is Dam Su Chun, who stated that he will challenge 100 martial artists and win them all. That's why he's the center of attention in the world of Miram right now. Dam Su Chun is the third son of one of the 9 skies, the unkillable master Dam Jek Shem. At first people laughed him and did not take him seriously. After all, he was merely a boy at the age of 18. But every time he challenged someone, he would wreak havoc and destruction. Now his very essence brings fear and adoration from the people of Miram. Mu1 wonders right now. I believe he has challenged 93 people. In any case, he has not lost a single one. If he manages to win 7 more, then he would set one of the greatest records in the history of Miram. People are calling this the 100-man challenge. He's only 18 years old. Huang Chul said at this rate, he will most definitely become formidable pillar in the world of Miram. According to rumors, he's apparently heading north. A lot of the sects around here are quite nervous right now. Mu1 said he's impressive. Do you have any other news? Soon. Mu1 told Huang Chul have a rest a bit. Huang Chul replied I will be back after the winter. Forgive me for not being or more used to you. Mu1 said that's not true. You've done more than enough for me. After Huang Chul left, Mu Sang told Mu1 I've been looking for you. It seems some esteemed guests at the Central Heavenly Alliance are coming next spring, so we were planning to repair and use the Hua Chun Palace. Mu1 said do what you want. That building has long since been abandoned, so it does not really matter anymore. If that's all you have to say, then I will take my leave. Afterward, Mu1 went to 10,000 spirits. Then someone took a dagger behind Mu1 asked who are you? Mu1 thought a woman's voice. He asked what do you mean? That's what I should be asking you. I am the owner of the place. The woman said the owner. Then are you telling me you are the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect? Mu1 replied that's correct. Now it's your turn to answer my question. The woman fainted before she could say her name. Mu1 wonders why is there a woman here? What the hell is going on? Is she a criminal? What should I do? Wait, I need first see if she's alive or not. Soon, Mu1 carried her back and realized it's poison. She got attacked by some deadly poison chi. Mu1 thought that's right, I have the internal protection antidote. It's the only one I have left. I am making a big sacrifice by using this. I don't even know who this woman is. But whatever. I need to first poo this here, then here next. Soon, Mu1 said I did everything I could. Seems like she stopped bleeding. Anyhow, who are you and where did you come from? I keep getting more and more unwanted guests. After some times, the woman woke up and wonders who healed me. Mu1 said you are awake. Just give me a second. I am almost done with your porridge. The woman thought, but why did he heal me? Mu1 said I thought you were as good as dead, since you were asleep for 3 days. The woman curious and asked, but wait, why did someone like you heal me? Mu1 said first of all I don't know if you were an assassin sent to kill me, or just a passerby on the verge of death, but I can't stand the sight of someone dying in front of me, so I could not just leave you to die. At the very least I never want to see someone die in my house again. The woman wonders it does not seem like he has ill intentions, and I also can't detect any chi from him. Is he actually doing this out of goodwill? Mu1 said hurry and eat, even though I've been feeding you for the past 3 days. It's better for you to feed yourself now that you are awake. The woman said then I will stay here until I recover. Mu1 replied deciding that all on your own. My goodness, what's your name? The woman asked why do you need to know my name? Mu1 said listen here, not only did I heal you, I also let you sleep and eat here for free. You also decided to stay at my house all on your own. With all that's happened, should not you at least tell me what your name is? The woman said it's Yunha Sol. Mu1 said I don't know if it will fit, but there's someone clothes for you to change into over there. There's also some food in that storage room. So if you eat frugally, it will last you a couple of months. I'll be in the building next door, so if you need anything you will know where to find me. Hurry and eat before the porridge gets too cold. After Mu1 left, Ha Sol wonders I will need to first recover my internal energy, and draw out the poison slowly. I believe his name was Mu1. Why is he going out of his way for someone like me? Does he not know who am I? What a weird guy. Meanwhile Mu1 thought judging by that wound alone, she's no ordinary girl. All of this is a big risk, since it's uncertain who she is or where she's from. but the fact that I just willingly let her stay here, was I really that lonely? Yoon Ha Sol, it's a pretty name. Afterward, Mew1 said she has not left the house in 3 days again. Is she okay? Ha Sol thought in the end, I could only recover half of my internal energy. Under normal circumstances I would need to have a full recovery of my internal state before I attempt to draw out the poison in my body, but I have no time. It's the most dangerous poison out there, the consuming flames of darkness. Jin Mew1 don't know what antidote he used, but since the medicinal properties are starting to dwindle, it seems the effects of that antidote is almost gone. It's getting harder for me to counteract the poison. It's dangerous, but I will need to draw out the rest of the poison with whatever internal energy I've recovered. Focus. You need to focus, Ha Sol. Then again the poison starts spread. She wonders, is it an end? I did not get to thank him properly. Suddenly, a man jumped down from top and said, please regain your senses. Young miss, please focus and utilize your internal energy. Channel the chi towards your fingers. You are almost there. The poison has been removed. I made it just in time. If I was a second too late, then the young miss would have died. Ha Sol said, Sarayam, so you survived. Sarayam replied, forgive me for being late. Young miss, I had no idea you would be hiding at this place. I, Sarayam, who lives for the sole purpose of serving both our master and the young miss, has failed to protect the two of you. As such I shall receive my punishment with grace. Ha Sol said, no, it's okay. If it was not for you just now, I would have been dead. Besides, we were ambushed. There was not much you could do in that situation, Sarayam. Or have you been this whole time? Sarayam said, I was also injured and have been in hiding as well. It was only recently that I was able to locate the young miss. Ha Sol said, why did not you go seek after our master first? Sarayam answered, our master is not someone we need to worry so much about. Our master will most definitely be safe. My priority for now is to help the young miss recover. Taking refuge in the Northern Heavenly Sect was a smart choice. Those bastards will have a hard time believing that the young miss would be here in the first place. So for the time being, I think it's best that the young miss stays here and recovers your internal energy. Please stay here for a bit longer while I find our master. I shall return with our master's orders soon. Mew1 wonders, the source of the first energy is promised with a shadow. The second energy shall change the rule and the 10,000 shall become one. As the light covers the world, I alone shall hold one shadow. The source of all things can only be inhabited by one energy. However, a shadow shall always loom. This second energy shall change the way things are governed, ultimately causing all things to become one. The light may envelop the world, but I shall only encompass the one true shadow. Like the void of the perpetual night may stretch across the sky eternally, the internal shadow shall be the same, as it shall exist somewhere within that darkness. Sensing entire area, Mew1 thought there's nobody nearby. The first teaching from the gathering of the 10,000 shadows is the internal shadow. The first sect leader, Jin, who was a vagabond, he was a genius swordsman who was able to create this martial art after many years of wandering. Because the nature of this martial art is shrouded in secrecy and darkness, just by looking at Mew1 alone, most martial artists will have a hard time telling if he had built up any internal energy and learned any martial arts. Even after being passed down for 4 generations, the gathering of the 10,000 shadows was never able to reach its full potential, and remains as an unfinished work. This is the martial arts that Mew1 is currently learning. If he had the choice of learning the gathering of the 10,000 shadows or not, he would have chosen the latter. However, since the Central Heavenly Alliance not only did take all of the usable martial arts, they also kept a strict watch on him, so he was left with no other choice. Soon, Ha Sol said, so this is the Northern Heavenly Sect. Mew1 said, you look a lot better today. You have not come outside for the past few days, so I was beginning to worry if something happened to you. I am about to go and eat, so if you have not had anything, feel free to join me. Ha Sol said, I wanted to thank you for what you've done. It was thanks to you that I survived. Mew1 said, no problem. Now come and eat. Ha Sol said, I am fine. Mew1 said, no need to hold back. The food is not poisoned. Ha Sol said, why have not you asked anything about who I am? Mew1 replied, well, I don't intend to pry. I just think it's best if I get a gut feeling that I found out who you were. Then I would not be able to enjoy my time with you anymore. Ha Sol asked, are you stupid? Mew1 said, stop questioning my decision and just eat. I don't want to hear your stomach grumbling. Soon, Mew1 wonders, I can feel it. My body is starting to change. There is one more secret within the wall of 10,000 shadows. It's time for me to start learning the Blade of Eternal Darkness, a mysterious sword technique that was created with the sole purpose to kill. I've been learning the basics of swordsmanship so that I can properly utilize this sword technique. Afterward, while Mu1 focusing on blacksmith work, he's scared by Ha-Sol. Ha-Sol said, I am not sure if you're good at concentrating or if your senses are dull, but I've been sitting here for quite some time. Anyhow, I am hungry, give me food. Mu1 said, it's been 3 months. 3 fucking months, how can you still be this shameless? Ha-Sol said, feed me. Ha-Sol thought, no matter how hard I look at him, it does not make sense. Not only does the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect seem to not know any martial arts, he does not even have the basic knowledge for it. He's just wasting his time blacksmithing. Meanwhile, a group of martial artists arrived and said, so this is the Northern Heavenly Sect. Central Heavenly Alliance, 4 Dead Heavens, Crimson Kings, Demonic Might Mui, and this is his son and daughter. Daughter Shem Sua, age 14, and son Shem Won Li, age 19. And this is Central Heavenly Alliance Seo Moon Family Seeker of Knowledge Manhwa, and his granddaughter Hei Ryung, age 20. This man is 4 Dead Heavens General Yun Pyong. He asked, is anyone here? I Sang immediately came out, great them. General Yun asked, have you prepared our rooms? I Sang replied, of course. I personally prepared the rooms for our lords. It must have been a long and difficult journey. Allow me to escort you to your rooms. A man noticed me, Sang, and said, I can't believe we are meeting each other here. Do you not remember me? It's me, Yelpwool. Soon. Hei Ryung said, it's quite unfortunate. The once highly esteemed Northern Heavenly Sect is now in ruins. One Li said, that's just how this world functions. If you lose your strength, then you will die. A good example is a hunting dog. After the hunt, a hunting dog serves no purpose. Meanwhile, Ha-Sol asked Mu1, why are we always eating meat? Do you not have any other side dishes? Then Mu1 noticed the guests. Hei Ryung said, that must be the Northern Heavenly Sect's descendant. Ha-Sol thought, there are so many unfamiliar people here, and I was not able to detect single one of them. My senses are getting dull. I'm getting too lax. You need to focus. Ha-Sol, don't let your guard down. One Li then introduced himself and his youngest sister. Mu1 then introduced him and said, the person next to me is a distant cousin who is temporarily residing at my place. I San whisper, he has a cousin? Have you guys not checked who that girl was? What the hell have you guys been doing this whole time? Mu Sang said, my apologies, we were too focused on repairing the palace. One Li asked, do you know who we are? Mu1 said, I've heard stories before. Your names are also known all throughout Miram. One Li replied, even at a shitty? Forgive me? Even the far north has heard of our names. Then I guess we can skip the formalities, we will take some more later. Ha-Sol thought, he's not as dumb as I thought. I guess there are times when he can act this way, being able to lie without even blinking once. What an intriguing kid. But wait, I thought this kid was the owner of this place. Why is that man acting like he's the owner? Soon, One Li told General, I came here in order to relish the former glory of the Northern Heavenly Sect, but this place is more pathetic than I thought. The peace that is perceived in the mainland are merely the illusions created by the old geezers of the Central Heavenly Alliance. If they could, they'd want to live forever in order to reap the benefits of this corruption that they've put into place. General Yun Peong said, I shall do whatever I can to assist the future master of the 4 Dead Heavens. One Li said, you will need to wait a couple more decades before I can inherit the 4 Dead Heavens. However, I don't plan to wait that long. This place shall become the start of my foundation. But before that, there's something that's been bothering me. I will need to deal with that first. Soon, One Li came to find Mu1 and said, I never realized the sound of a hammer can be this pleasant. Mu1 thought, how? I've been sensing the entire of this whole time. I did not detect him at all. One Li said, for someone who has no internal energy, you are doing a pretty good job withstanding all the heat inside this forge. This place is too dull, it feels as if time has yet to move on. How dare you able to live in a place like this? Can I take a look at this blade? What a fine blade. A blade like this can be sold for a high price in the mainlands. The One Li point the blade towards Mu1. One Li said, the descendant of the North Wall has not learned any martial arts. Let's stop with the bullshit. If you truly gave up, then you would not have stayed alive for this long. Mu1 thought, what is he trying to do? What should I do? If I fight him now, then the situation can get worse. Not to mention that this person is the son of one of the 9 skies of the Central Heavenly Alliance. I can't reveal my strength yet. Everything that I've been enduring will all become meaningless. Next moment, One Li's blade stabbed towards Mu1. Hei Ryung came in and said, stop it. She told Mu1, please hold still, we will need to stop your bleeding. Mu1 thought, it hurts. Thanks goodness he missed my vital spot. One Li wonders he's unable to dodge a simple attack like that. Then are the rumors true? Does he really not know any martial arts? If that's the case, what was that strange chi just now? Are my senses off today? It's possible, since I've been on edge ever since I came to this unfamiliar territory. Hey Ryan asked, just what are you doing? Won Lee thought, I guess I need to take it slow and observe him more thoroughly. I will have to rest for now. Won Lee said, what? I thought he could dodge something as simple as that. Who knew he would be this pathetic? Anyhow, I will leave him to you. Hey Ryung said, this is the Fast Spirit Recovery Pill, a renowned medicine with one of the best recovery effects. Your wound should heal very quickly. Hey Ryung said, forgive me. I had no idea that Master Shem would be this violent. I shall apologize instead. Soon. Ha Sol asked, did they do this to you? You are seriously an idiot, even if you are weaker than them. At least put up a fight, or if you can't even do that, you should have at least tried to run away. New One said, thank you. Asides from Mr. Huang, it's been such a long time since someone has scolded me. Ha Sol said, why are you like this all of a sudden? I might be leaving soon, since I've fully recovered. Back to earlier, Sarayam told Ha Sol, I have just returned from our master. Our master is safe and has made a full recovery. We will be making our move very soon. You will need to start preparing yourself. Meanwhile, Dam Suchun said, so this is the northern wastelands. What a strong life force, it is quite a sight indeed. Then he noticed some peoples and said, you are ruining my mood by hiding like rats over there. Who are you? Show yourselves. A group of assassin-type people came out. Their leader said, your senses are sharp. State who you are, and where you are headed. Suchun thought, who are these bastards? Those are some interesting weapons that they have. The chi they are giving off is different from any other martial artists that I've fought before. So there are still martial artists I've never seen before. The northern region is truly amazing. Suchun answered, why do I need to tell you guys anything? Their leader said, I will keep it short. I will let you live if you quietly leave. Suchun said, I think you should be the one to do so, while asking nicely. Assassin leader said, we will assume you're here to provide support. That woman, get him. Suchun said, I don't know who this woman you guys talking about, but if it's a fight you are looking for, then I will gladly welcome it. Next moment, they realized Suchun is extremely strong. Suchun grabbed over their weapon and immediately killed those who never released their chain. The leader said, damn it, hurry and unsheath your blood blade. We will use the blood for blood destruction and finish him in one hit. Soon, Suchun said they use the flesh for bones techniques, a technique saying when an opponent sacrifices their own body in an attempt to destroy their enemy. Suchun said, they are not your average martial artists. They were stronger than I thought. Who the hell are they? I should have left one alive to question. Even the master of the swift blade Sung One was not this strong. In any case, I will not let anyone stop my path. I am almost there, wait for me. Northern Heavenly Sect, here I come. Back to Mu One. Hey Ryang asked, are you feeling better? I was just on my way to give you more medicine. Mu One replied, it's not like this is my first time getting injured like this. Hey Ryung said, allow me to apologize once more for what Master Shim has done, as well as for us intruding upon your place without your permission. Mu One replied, once again, it's not the first time people have done that, but since you guys are already here, please take your time to enjoy yourselves. Hey Ryung said, I expected Master Jin to hold some resentment towards us, especially since our grandfathers of the 9 skies of the Central Heavenly Alliance, not to mention my grandfather was the Seeker of Knowledge Manhwa. But trust me when I say that I am different from my cruel grandfather. If there is anything I can do to help Master Jin, I won't hesitate to do so. Soon, Hey Ryung came to meet Wan Li. Hey Ryung madly said, how many times do I have to tell you to not mess with that man? Wan Li said, for fuck's sake, I thought he would at least be able to dodge. Like I said, who knew he was going to be that pathetic? Hey Ryung said, that man holds tremendous value to our plan. We will need to use his existence as the last descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect as best as we can, so make sure to keep that in mind. Meanwhile, a man seriously injured said, the demon of the primordial chaos, Tame Yu Kang. Mu Kang said, I am quite disappointed. They did not even put up a fight. Then a subordinate came to report Hidden Ghost Troop. After relaying their message of locating our targets, they went dormant for further orders. This was when we lost contact with them. They were completely annihilated. Mu Kang said, what? The elite force Hidden Ghost Troop was destroyed. They were destroyed by some kid nonetheless. And this kid might be staying at the same place that girl is hiding at. What a turn of events. Well then, let's get going. Band of Dark Wolves, we are going hunting for some rabbits. Soon, Yelpwol came to find Mu Sang and said, it took me a while to find you. You suddenly disappeared without saying anything, so I was worried where you might have gone. I guess you are staying at this place. How have you been, my dear old friend? Mu Sang replied, an old friend. I did not know you call people who steal another man's woman as a friend. How fortunate you are. You even made it into the elite Tiger Guards. Just focus on your own task. and don't ever show up in front of me again. Yelpwolf said, you are still mad about that? Well, I still feel guilty about what happened. But I told you this already, she was the one who chose me. Not only that, she was the one who insisted on marrying. Sang said, shut your fucking mouth. Don't fucking lie to me. She would never do that. How dare you continue to mock me? I will fucking kill you. Yelpwolf launched an attack and said, calm yourself. I was trying to be nice. Since I was able to meet you again, forgive me for saying this, but I believe it's time for you to face reality. My old friend, I am going to be here for a while, so it's near impossible for us to avoid each other. It's best that you fix your attitude now. I did not cut you very deep, but before that wound gets any worse, go and get yourself treated. Back to Mu1. Soul said that again? And what's this? Mu1 said, what are you confused about? It's a present. You said you were leaving soon. I wanted to give you something before we parted ways. Soul thought it's a present and said, really now? Giving me a present in this day and age? Afterward, Soul said, so this is what a present is. It's a nice feeling, it's pretty. Suddenly, Sarayung appeared and said, I'm here to inform you that our master shall be arriving at this place very soon. What did you hide just now? Soul said, it's nothing for you to worry about. Sarayung said, young miss is our one and only hope. So please keep that in mind. You must never have any personal attachments. Soul replied, I won't let that happen. Sarayung said, then I shall trust the young miss. But then he wonders something's off. Meanwhile, Sang thought he's lying, that bastard is trying to deceive me. But wait, what if he's actually telling the truth? Then why? Why did she leave me? Does Yelpwolf have something I don't have? Well, I guess that's true. I am not particularly amazing. Nor do I have any qualities that are superior to Yelpwolf. He's talented enough to join the elite guards of the Four Dead Heavens, which is one of the great families of the Nine Skies. Meanwhile, I am slaving away in a faraway land. I've learned the way of the blue sky blade, but I am still only at the level of a beginner. Just why can't I improve? Despite all the efforts I'm putting in, is this the extent of my limit? I've been trying my best to forget about it all, but why am I constantly reminded? Why can't I escape this fate? Mark my words, I will kill everyone. Suddenly a voice told Sang, dark illusions of the distrustful heart. When you start to doubt yourself, you will be consumed by the darkness inside your heart. The rage that burns inside of you will only lead to your downfall and will never be the answer to your problem. The part that you are looking at is only one of the many sides contained within you. This one side does not define who you are as a whole. Once you calm the rage that is inside of you, you are like water, which can still flow from the lowest places. Once shined by the sunlight, the water shall evaporate and rise into the atmosphere. The conviction of the heart is the same principle as this. Once inside the atmosphere, the billowing wind shall move the clouds. This is the same as the turmoil inside your heart. Allow your meridian to become the sea, and your umbilical ring shall become your anchor. Align your cerebral cortex to the heavens, and you shall govern the skies. Soon, Sang wonders, what's this chi? It's as if someone opened a door and guided me to the right path. Who is that? Back to Mu1. He wonders, let's stop for today. Then he noticed immense chi from someone. Mu1 thought, what an intense aura he has. It feels like my legs might give out any second. He's a martial master. Suchun said, so this is the Northern Heavenly Sect. Quite impressive. One Li said, my brother, you are finally here. It must have been a long and difficult journey. Then they noticed Suchun injured. Hey, Ryang asked, what happened? Your last opponent you had to fight in order to complete the 100-man challenge was the master of the Swift Blade. Did you suffer those injuries from him? Suchun said, that man was definitely a worthy opponent, but he was not strong enough to wound me. One Li said, then let's head in for now and get you treated. We can talk about what happened afterwards. I am curious as to know which bastard put the rising star of the eastern sky end of the state. Mu1 thought, so he is Central Heavenly Alliance Sacred Passage, the enlightened pillar. Damn Jekshim third son. Damn Suchun, age 18. Suchun said, they looked pretty suspicious, but there was no need to worry. I am the man who shook the world of Miram. Suchun. Anyhow, who was that guy earlier? Hey, Ryang said, he is the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Mu1. He's pretty pathetic, so you don't need to concern yourself with him. Mu1 thought, I did not expect to meet him here. What is his relationship with them? But he had an intimidating aura. The strength of his chi is on another level. Soon, General Mok said, I am here to deliver a message for the young master. You have been invited to dinner at the Huachun Palace. Mu1 said, the guests are inviting the owner. Quite amusing, all right. I will accept their invitation. General Mok said, then please come to the Huachun Palace tomorrow around dinner time. They have granted permission for your cousin to come as well. Meanwhile, Suchun said his chi is non-existent. nor could I sense any martial arts from him. But I definitely sense something different about him, whether he has it physically or spiritually. The strength and will of the Northern Heavenly Sect has been inherited by that man. Soon, Su-chun said, "You're finally here. It's an honor to meet you." Mu-1 introduced himself and wonders, "Why is this guy here?" Su-chun said, "I came here to express my thanks for accepting me into your residence without prior permissions. I've been wanting to come to the Northern Heavenly Sect for quite some time, and you have granted my wish. I sincerely thank you." Mu-1 said, "There is really nothing to see here. Since everything is all in ruins, I hope you are not disappointed." Su-chun said, "What it looks like on the outside does not hold any importance to me. What's important is that I was able to see the one who has inherited the will of the Northern Heavenly Sect with my own eyes." Afterward, Mu-1 told Ha-Sol, "I thought I told you we'll be fine on my own." Ha-Sol replied, "Nope, I don't have a good feeling about this. Besides, I can smell something delicious here. Were you planning to eat all of that by yourself?" Ha-Sol wonders, who is that lion-looking man? While Su-chun wonders, so that woman is Master Jin's cousin, but is that the truth? Those are not some normal chi. Is she a bodyguard? What's certain is that she's definitely not an ordinary person. Su-chun said, "I sincerely thank you for accepting our invitation. Master Jin, I want to first apologize for using the Hua-chun Palace and inviting you over without your permission. However, we do have a reasonable explanation as to why we did this." Hei Ryung said, "We want to appoint the two of you as our seal of approval." Su-chun said, "We are planning to establish the Cerulean Dragon Society." Hei Ryung said, "The purpose of this organization is to create a system for the younger generation of martial artists to have a say in our politics. We want their voices to be heard in the Central Heavenly Alliance. There's currently only 3 of us, but we have the promise of support from numerous young martial artists." Mu-1 asked, "Then why are you here at the Northern Heavenly Sect?" Hei Ryung said, "The older generation of martial artists do not like it when the younger generation of martial artists come together to form a group." Su-chun said, "However, there is probably not a single marital artist who does not respect the Northern Heavenly Sect. Many of us have lived our lives revering the Northern Heavenly Sect. Their history of fighting the Silent Night for 100 years is a deed that commands respect. That is why we wanted to establish our organization at this place. The purpose of this meeting is for us to swear our promise of the Cerulean Dragon Society to the heavens, and for that we want Master Jin to be out witness unto the gods and have you give us your sign of approval." Mu-1 said, "I understand. I shall witness your promise with my own eyes." Meanwhile, a guard said, "Why are we always put on watch duty?" Another guard said, "I know, right? I thought since those people came, we would have a chance to join the 4 dead heavens." Another guard said, "As if that would happen. In fact, they treat us more like shit." While they are chatting, a huge shadow covered them up. Mu-sang sensed something wrong and asked to stand at the northwest entrance and immediately head towards. Soon, when they arrived, all the guards here dead. Back to Mu-1. Ha-Sol told him they are a bunch of idiots. Mu-1 said, "You are right, but they are a scary bunch of idiots." Ha-Sol said, "Just stay next to me, I will protect you." Mu-1 said, "I will take that offer, thank you." Ha-Sol said, "Well, I'm only going to protect you until I leave." Su-chan questioned Mu-1, "Will you come with me for a second? I have something I wish to discuss with you." Hei Ryung came to ask Ha-Sol how was the meal. Ha-Sol replied, "When will you stop tormenting him? There was no need for you guys to invite him here today." Hei Ryung said, "As stated, we needed him to give us his sign of approval. I apologize if that offended Master Jin." Ha-Sol said, "Just stop bothering him even without you guys. His life is already miserable and bleak." Su-ah said, "The way I see it, you seem to be the one who is causing more burden to him than us. He did not complain about our propositions, so why are you stepping in? I know that you are his cousin and all, but you should really know your place. You are not much different from us. I can tell you are also taking advantage of his hospitality." Suddenly Ha-Sol sensed something. Meanwhile, Su-chan told Mu-1, "I apologize for the sudden request for you sign of approval without prior discussions. I know you are most likely displeased with this whole situation, but I have one more selfish request to make. Please join the Cerulean Dragon Society. Let's try to change the world together." Suddenly, Mu-Kang asked, "Where are you at, kiddo?" Mu-Kang immediately wiped off those guards who try to stop him. Then Su-chun jumped all the way here, introduced himself and said, "Who are you to wreak havoc at this place?" Mu-Kang said, "So you are the kid who's been using that fancy nickname, the rising star of the eastern sky. So you are the one who took out my hidden ghost troop? This kid, can you believe it?" Su-chan thought, so they are both from the same group. Then just as I thought, these guys are not martial artists from the mainlands. Su-chan asked, "Are you guys perhaps the Silent Night?" Mu-Kang replied, "Rather than fear, it seems your eyes are brimming with excitement, kid. Yelpful came in and report the situation outside. Ha Sol thought I did not expect that monster to follow me all the way over here. Mu One asked Ha Sol, are you okay? Ha Sol said that monster out there is not someone any of you guys can hope to beat. You need to get out of here. Mu One said, I think it's a little too late for that. One Lee said, who are these bastards? Why has not the elite tiger guards taken care of them already? Hey Ryan thought, let's calm down and think. No matter how I look at it, these people are most definitely the Silent Knight. But why is the Silent Knight making a sudden reappearance after decades of disappearance? If the people find out about this, then the whole world will be thrown into chaos. But wait, what if Master Dam is able to beat them? Ha Sol told Mu One, don't step past me. Back to Su Chun. He said, I will finish this as fast as I can. Next moment, Mu Kang thought, is this perhaps the light of enlightenment? Su Chun said, if you are the Silent Knight, then the name of this Su Chun shall have a chance to be held in the highest regard. After a few rounds of attack, Mu Kang seriously injured. Su Chun said, did I overdo it? The attack drains more metal strength than I thought. When I get the chance, I shall also return the favor and find out more about you. Next second, Mu Kang stand up and recovered his body and said, you are not bad. However, you won't be able to take me down with just that. Su Chun being hit by chaotic spin of the demonic dive. Mu Kang said, you were taken out with just that? Rising star of the eastern sky. Did you really think you stood at the peak of this world? After beating some martial artists who have become drunk on peace. Since I see some potential in you, I will let you live for today. Come find me after you have become stronger. Only then will I have fun killing you. Even Su Chun in injured state, he still hold Mu Kang and don't let him go. Suddenly, Suah said, stop it, do you not know who we are? Wan Li then noticed Suah went out. Mu Kang ignored her word and killed Suah in an instant. Wan Li madly dash out and try to kill Mu Kang but immediately stopped by Mu Kang. Mu Kang said, it seems this place is filled with useless small fries. Ha Sol told Mu One, what are you spacing out for? I told you to stay behind me. Hey Ryan thought the young sister died. What the hell is going on right now? This was not part of my plan. Where did the monster come from? Are we his targets? But why? Does he truly not know who we are? Perhaps Mu One ordered this attack. No, he does not look like he's a part of their group. Was this purely bad luck? Let's calm down. My main focus should not be about finding out nor why he's attacking us. What's important here is that I need to find out more information regarding the Silent Knight. Hey Ryung said, elder sister, the situation is not looking good. Let's relocate elsewhere. Abandon everyone, only take Master Dam and Master Shim with us. Hey Ryung thought, Mu One, depending on how we used you, your value would have been tremendous to our plan. It's unfortunate, but I will have to throw you away. I will have to return back to the mainlands and prepare a new plan. For now, my main priority is to make sure nobody can find out Abu the loss that Master Dam suffered today. Hey Ryung cast enveloping fate of the heavenly illusion. Mu One thought, how is that possible? She's able to spread her spiritual energy without using any tools or mediums. I can tell how she's the granddaughter of Manhwa, so that's the strength of the great Seo Moon family. Mu Kang thought, what's this? What an interesting illusion. Hey Ryung said that monster will break out of his illusion very soon. We will need to leave before that happens. Mu One thought they knew they were abandoned, yet they still did their best to buy some time for them. What's the point of dying for your liege when they will never acknowledge your deed? Is it perhaps because they seek honor and glory? But what use would that be when you are dead? The way I see it, they died a dog's death. Soon, Mu Kang break through the illusion and said, did they escape? Not bad. Come back when you're stronger. I want to enjoy my fights. In any case, my target is that girl. Hey kiddo, we finally met again. Ha Sol said, demon of chaos, the unkillable monster. She told Mu One, hurry and get out of here. Mu Kang said, since you are that woman's one and only hope, I will need to thoroughly kill you. I wonder if that will be enough to shake the heart of that witch. I have to witness her distraught with my own eyes. Blame that woman for putting you into this fate. Next second, Mu One noticed Ha Sol transform into Will of the Silver Spirit. Mu One thought, within the Silent Night, there is a ruler of the night who holds absolute authority. There are also 4 demon lords who support this ruler. They are known as the Whirlwind of Darkness, Black God of Spear, Berserker of Destruction, and the Witch of White Night. These 4 act as proxy for the ruler of the night, and exercise their tremendous power in his stead. The terror and destruction caused by these 4 were so bad, that even mentioning their names were prohibited. The strength of these 4 were the same, if not stronger than the 9 skies of the Central Heavenly Alliance. I knew she was not normal, but I did not expect Ha Sol to be the descendant of the Witch of White Night. Mu Kang said, I am surprised you are not running away today. You already know you can't win against me. Ha Sol thought I won't be able to hold him back for too long. You will need to use this time to escape. Mu 1. I guess he already left. I am glad. Next moment, Mu Kang lifted Ha Sol up and said you are actually giving up your life for that kid who abandoned you without a second though. Quite foolish indeed. This is the end. Ha Sol thought Mu 1 you are the only person who has shown me affection. Thank you and goodbye. Suddenly, Mu 1 sliced on Mu Kang's arm and said sorry it took longer than I expected. Mu Kang surprised and said what was that just now? Who the hell are you? Mu 1 said I am the Northern Heavenly Sect's 5th generation leader. Ha Sol said you left me to find a blade. Mu 1 said don't step past me, just stay behind me. Mu Kang said those are some strange powers you are using. Mu Kang thought my body was made to be unkillable, why is not my wound healing itself? Mu 1 thought how long will I be able to use it? No, will I even be able to use it? To think that I have to fight this demon for my first real combat. This is the worst situation I could ever be in. Mu Kang said your chi is quite unsettling, I will most certainly have to get rid of you. Mu 1 dodged the attacks of Mu Kang again and again. Meanwhile, Mu Sang thought all of the guards have been taken out. What the hell is going on right now? He noticed Pai San. I San said what are you confused about? Some wolf bastards came in and started a fight with us. I nearly died over there. What are you doing? Don't go back where I came from. That place is crawling with those wolves. Hurry and get out of here. Mu Sang said what are you talking about? Our comrades have all been slaughtered by those bastards. Should not we at least avenge their deaths? I San replied what kind of bullshit are you spouting? Now is not the time for us to be doing that. We need to just leave this place. Mu Sang said those guys were loyal warriors who trusted you. They were even willing to give up their lives for someone like you. You should at least do your part as their leader, and honor that respect they had you. I San said stop with your fucking nonsense. We can avenge their deaths later. We need to first survive. Mu Sang kicked on him and said you fucking trash of a human being, and head towards back to Ha Sol. She wonders is that really the Mu 1 that I know? Has he been hiding his skills this whole time? But even now, I can't even feel his chi. Mu 1 just what kind of martial arts did you learn? Mu Kang jumped on Sky and said I will completely erase your existence. Mu Kang cast chaotic rain or destruction. Mu 1 thought even if I sense the entire area I don't think I can avoid all of that, what should I do? Mu Sang said what the hell is that? All of the buildings have been completely flattened. This place is no different from a battlefield. I believe this is where the Hua Chun Palace was. Were not they holding a meeting here? Mu Sang spotted Yop Wool, and madly said you can't die on me yet. If you die, what am I going to do with all this anger within me? Back to Mu 1. He wonders I will need to first evacuate her. Then Mu 1 spotted some words and thought with a shadow blade, both heaven and hell were decimated. Wait, the shadow which slays both gods and demons. Mu 1 cast the shadow blade of the end. Waves of desolation. Meanwhile, Mu Sang wonders is not that Mu 1? How is he? He looks just like a shadow. Mu 1 protected Ha Sol from the attacks and immediately dashed towards Mu Kang. Mu Kang thought he's not just a normal kid, I will be killed. He may be a tiger without fangs, but he's tiger nonetheless. Mu Kang cast a sudden attack hit on Mu 1 and said you are pissing me off. Where did you learn this strange martial arts? Then Mu Kang noticed his arm injured. Mu 1 thought I can't even breathe properly, I am at my limit. What do I do now? Mu Kang wonders because of the undying flames of chaos. This body is the closest thing to immortality and you are telling me my wounds won't heal itself. Mu Kang said you are different from the kids before you. It pisses me off that you've been hiding your skills. What kind of martial arts did you learn? You see, the type of fights that I enjoy are opponents who can put my life on the line. It pisses me off that I am wasting my time on you like this. It makes me want to kill you. Ha Sol cast a hit on Mu Kang. Mu Kang madly returned with another blow and said looks like you are begging to be killed as well. While Mu Kang about to kill Ha Sol, Sarayang stepped in as well as the Witch of White Night, Demon Lord of the Silent Night, GM Hyung. GM Hyung said Demon of Chaos, you should have never been brought into this world. Mu Kang replied you people of the Silent Night were the ones who created me. Sarayang told Ha Sol forgive me for being late and wonders will of the Silver Spirit. It requires the young miss to have a calm sense of reasoning. In other words, the young miss must transcend past the 5 worldly desires and 7 humanly emotions. However, due to that boy, it seems the young miss is starting to develop her emotions and is causing everything to fall apart. Just look at the state the young miss is in. There was no need for her to end up like this. The most dangerous people in the world of Miram are bastards like him who hide their inner abilities. Not to mention he's the mortal enemy of the Silent Night. He's the future sect leader of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Everyone believed that the Northern Heavenly Sect had been completely destroyed, but that does not seem to be the case anymore. It seems this boy was a ferocious beast that had been hiding his claws. I will have to kill him here. Ha Sol noticed and said, please don't kill him. That boy has done nothing wrong. It's my fault. I came and hid here without his permission and he showed mercy without expecting anything in return. It's the first time in my life that I received so much kindness and affection from someone. He's the one who saved my life. Sarayung said, in any case, please drink this. This is the godly pill of great recovery, a miracle medicine renowned for healing wounds. GM Hyung said, the only reason why you were successful last time was because I was caught off guard by your cowardly ambush. Under normal circumstances, your measly chi that utilizes the undying flames of chaos will do nothing against me. I will not lose twice. Moonlight rotation. Soon, Mu-1 woke up from his unconscious. GM Hyung said, the man has fled. You must be the last living bloodline of the Northern Heavenly Sect. GM Hyung thought everyone perceived him to be a tiger cub without any fangs. However, it seems all of that is untrue. Not only are his fangs still intact, but he's also a full-grown tiger, a great tiger with deadly fangs. A sprout with a potential to revitalize the future is best to be uprooted early. Ha Sol yelled, please stop, master. He's someone I am indebted to. Please, master, just this once. I've always listened and obeyed all of your orders without question, but this will be my first and last request, so please. GM Hyung wonders the Ha Sol in the past would not have made this kind of request. As expected, that boy is changing her. Ha Sol begs her master. GM Hyung said, fine. However, you will learn the ultimate technique, silver light of the ice crystal. Do you understand? Sarayung thought the time has come. Our master, who was hesitant to teach her that technique due to it being extremely dangerous, has finally decided to speed up the completion process, the will of the silver spirit. Ha Sol said, as you wish, master. She told Mu-1, please eat this. Mu-1 said, I am sorry for showing such an embarrassing side of myself. Ha Sol hugged on Mu-1 and said, I have to go back now. After they left, Mu-1 recalled back the word of GM Hyung. I am warning you now. Do not appear before our Ha Sol a second time. Do not heed my warning lightly. Mu-1 thought, mark my words, I will get stronger, I swear upon the heavens. Meanwhile, Mu-Sang thought so in the end. The will and spirit of the Northern Heavenly Sect has successfully been passed down to Mu-1. I can't believe he's been hiding all that strength this whole time. Then Mu-Sang wondered earlier, was it him who enlightened me back then? Why would he do that for me? Mu-1 said, if you are planning to kill me, now is your perfect time to do so. Why are you hesitating? Soon, Mu-Sang burn all the corpses. He told Mu-1, sir, you finally came out after 5 days. What are you doing? Mu-1 pick up the rock, Mr. Huang, give it to him. Mu-Sang asked, are you leaving now? Mu-1 said, it's time for me to leave this place. Mu-Sang thought, pretty soon, the Central Heavenly Alliance will dispatch some people to come and investigate this place. They will find out about the existence of that monster, as well as the reappearance of the Silent Knight. Then there is also the case of Mu-1. The Central Heavenly Alliance will not take this situation lightly. Even if I was not directly involved in this situation, I will still be tied to it somehow. Mu-Sang told Mu-1, I will have to go back to the Central Heavenly Alliance. I will have some work to do. Mu-1 said, if I leave this place, I will be the only survivor of this incident. They will try their best to extract as much information as they can from you. You will face a lot of hardships. Mu-Sang said, dear, you are right, but don't worry, I won't ever tell them you survived. I swear that upon my life and the gods. I am also sorry for my actions in the past. I truly respect your ancestors, so it made me extremely disappointed seeing the pathetic side of yourself. I could not accept the fact that you were the heir of the people I truly admired. I also wanted to thank you for enlightening me back then. Mu-1 said, it was not much. Mu-Sang me and said, I shall henceforth serve Master Jin Mu-1 as my liege. I shall swear upon all the gods in the heavens that I shall only live and die for Master Jin Mu-1. From today and onwards, you are my one and only liege. Mu-Sang thought the Northern Heavenly Sect will be revived through this man. In an era where conspiracy and betrayals are ever so prevalent, you won't find another man like him, whose spirit rings with truth and is guided by an unbending will. If a man like him is not worthy enough to be my liege, then who is? Mu-Sang said, my lord, I humble request for your acceptance. I shall become your blade and slay thine enemies. Mu-1 said, please stand. I have heard your desire. I shall accept. You shall now become my first blade. Soon, they'd burn off everything. Back to earlier, Mr. Huang came over and asked what happened here. I heard that the descendants of the Nine Skies had come to the Northern Heavenly Sect. Their arrogance knows no bounds. How dare they come to this place? Young master, are you hurt anywhere? What happened to this place? Forgive me for not coming any soon. Back to present. Mu Sang said, my lord, until we meet again, please stay safe and healthy. Mu One said, I don't know how long I will take. Mu Sang said, that does not matter, I shall wait for your return. Mu One said, then please take care as well. Mu Sang thought, our dragon has left in order to gain wings on his back. I must wait for his return and prepare for his future. That shall be my first duty. Soon. Mu Sang said, finally here. So Master Shim and Lady Hei Ryam must have made their way over to the Central Heavenly Alliance's western stronghold. The general said, we've heard that the Silent Knight has made an appearance here. Who the hell are you? State yourself. Mu Sang thought he must be Yang Manchik, the general of the western stronghold. Mu Sang said, I am a warrior of the 3rd mercenary group that was dispatched here by the Central Heavenly Alliance. I am the only survivor. The general asked what happened to the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Mu Sang replied, he is most likely dead. The last time I saw him, he was trapped in a burning room. However, I was unable to check if he escaped or not. The general said, we will find out soon. Arrest this man for now. We will transfer him and interrogate him. Now divided into 2 groups, secure the surrounding borders and search R. Recover all the bodies that have been burned in the fire. Mu Sang thought, when I arrive at the western stronghold, they will question me about the appearance of the Silent Knight and how I survived their attack. They will also want to find the truth behind Mu One as well. If I am proven innocent, I will be able to rejoin the Central Heavenly Alliance. If not, I will be locked up in prison forever. I must remain focused till the end. Soon. Mr. Huang said, even within the Northern Heavenly Sect, not many know about this mountain. This is the Jekom Mountains, but it's most commonly known as the Eerie Mountains. It's a place that's not fit for living. Do you really plan to stay here, young master? Mu One replied, yes, it's fine. From now on I will only be training in martial arts. This will be the perfect place for me to completely immerse myself in my training. I am now considered dead to the world. People will have doubts at first, but that will all soon disappear, and that's because the people of this world are cruel and heartless. Mr. Huang said, young master, I shall bring food and supplies for you every 4 months. Mu One said, I am sincerely thankful for what you do for me. Because of me you've suffered so much. Mr. Huang replied, please don't say such things. This is my sacred duty which I must fulfill. Mu One said, then please forgive me for saying this, as I know this is selfish of me, but I will continue to be in your care. Then my journey to the top shall begin at this place. White Dragon Merchant Troop, one of the 10 great merchant groups in the nation. The strength of their wealth is able to make even the imperial family heed their demands. They have numerous branches spread all throughout the mainlands, and as such holds tremendous amounts of influence over the nation. Even though each branch is large enough to operate on their own, if they had a place they needed to call as their main headquarters, it would have to be in Nanyo. There they have total control over the city. Within Nanyo, everyone knew who the White Dragon Merchant Troop were, and it was almost impossible for the White Dragon Merchant Troop to find anyone who had no connections to them. The woman who founded the White Dragon Merchant Troop is the retired former leader, Tay Tay. However, for the first time in years, she made an appearance at the summit meeting. This girl is White Dragon Merchant Troop youngest daughter Seo Yen. She thought ever since he was young, he's done everything he could to help my mother build this troop from the ground. He's someone who cares more about the White Dragon Merchant Troop than anyone else, and that person is my eldest brother, the person whom my mother entrusted the White Dragon Merchant Troop to. Eldest son whom young. It's been a while since the last time my mother made an appearance at a summit meeting. This is pretty unusual of her. Something must have happened. Haite said, so the situation in Unnam is not looking good, correct? Seoyin wonders. It's about Unnam. 7 years ago, when everyone wanted to withdraw from Unnam, since it was too far of a location to manage properly, the person who put everything on the line, in order to establish a foundation in Unnam, was none other than elder brother, Jam Young. Jam Young said, if there is an issue there, then I shall be the one to go. Whom Young said, no, we cannot allow that. Mother, if Jam Young leaves his position here to go over to Unnam, then we will inevitably suffer some losses here. I believe it's best that we send someone else over to Unnam. Jam Young said, eldest brother, Unnam is the place that I established. There won't be anyone else who knows more about there than me. You must send me over there. Whom Young thought, it's not like I don't understand how you feel. I also know that you are the most qualified to go there. However, we have no idea how difficult the situation over there is, nor do we know what kind of dangers awaits us there. I cannot risk sending my own blood relative to a place such as that. But since our mother is here to make sure we make an unbiased decision, I must refrain from saying such things. Hae-tae said, Ja Myung, do you really wish to go? Ja Myung said, I plan to take the deputy guards if I take the deputy general in jail and his men, then I am sure we can avoid any difficulties that we may face. Hae-tae said, then it should not make a difference if you take one more person with you. Take bodyguard Huang with you. He is a trustworthy person. In case of emergencies you can use him to contact us. Please take care of yourself. The situation in Annam is not an easy matter. Soon. Tae-tae asked, are you worried about him? Hu Myung replied, yes I am. But not only that, I am more worried about the fact that we have no reliable information on what the situation is like on Nam right now. Tae-tae replied, I feel the same as you. However, just because it's dangerous does not mean the main family should not get involved. If the main family loses their spine, then nobody will respect the White Dragon merchant troop. During times like this, it is the duty of the main family to take the initiative and set an example for others. Hu Myung said, I understand, mother. Afterward, Hu Myung thought bodyguard Huang. He's not talented in martial arts, nor does he particularly stand out from others. I am not entirely sure what he did to gain such trust and favor from mother. Mr. Huang told to put more strength. You little brat, stop being so stiff. Hu Myung told Mr. Huang that madam looking for him. Hae-tae told Mr. Huang, my third son wishes to head over to Annam. Since it's the place he established himself, he feels it's his responsibility to settle the current situation over there. That is why I want bodyguard Huan to go along with him. 7 years ago my eldest son Hu Myung was able to escape an extremely dangerous situation. Then 5 years ago I was put into a critical condition but miraculously survived. Looking back on it now, the person who allowed us to safely get through those times were when bodyguard Huang was with us. I believe you have been blessed with great fortune, and have the power to allow people to escape from dangerous situations. I am a firm believer that having good luck is a God-given talent. So please can I entrust Ja Myung to you, bodyguard Huang? Soon, Mr. Huang said, since we are leaving in half a month, I better hurry. Anyhow, that little brat Moon Young might follow us during the procession march, and end up getting stabbed by a sword and die. I better train him extra hard so that does not happen. Mr. Huang said, due to the heavy presence of bandits in this area, I've heard that the Imperial Army have started to manage this location. But surprisingly enough, no matter how many times I went through this area in the past, I have never encountered a single bandit. I really must have good luck. No wonder Madame No is sending me with her third son. Mr. Huang thought, you've already spent 7 years here, young master. It has not been a year since I last saw the young master, but he already feels like a brand new person. Even if I Huang Chol died today I won't have any regrets. Mu One said, it must have been a difficult journey coming here during this time of the year. I'm always thankful for what you do for me. It's cold out here. Let's head inside. Mr. Huang said, you've changed since I last saw you. Mu One replied, I am still lacking quite a bit. I will need to be even more diligent in my training. Anyhow, you came a lot earlier than I expected. Mr. Huang said, I came a bit earlier than usual, since I'm getting sent over to Annam on a short notice. Mu One asked, did something bad happen? Mr. Huang replied, I doubt it's dangerous. Besides, if something bad happened, I am more than capable of protecting my own body, so there is no need for you to worry. In any case, what is that blade over there? Mu One said that it's a blade that I forged using the meteorite you gave me a while back. As I expected, that rock was not normal. It took me several years just to tame it. Mr. Huang said that blade, it's giving off quite a sinister vibe. Mu One said, we can talk about that blade later. What's happening in the world right now? Mr. Huang said, after incidents 7 years ago, the politics of this world started to shake. The 4 pillars of the northern heavens have become a huge presence to the world, and the Central Heavenly Alliance is trying their best to keep them in check. If they are fighting internally, then that means the Silent Knight still has not made a reappearance. They are still nowhere to be found. Because of this, even the Central Heavenly Alliance is quite perplexed and seems unsettled. Soon, Mr. Huang told Mu One, until the world witnesses the glory of the Northern Heavenly Sect once more, this Huang Chul will never get sick nor fall. I shall come back within 3 months during the spring. Please stay healthy until then. Mu One thanked Mr. Huang and wonders, Ha Soul, where are you now? 3 months have passed. Mr. Huang stated he would come during the spring. Yet 2 months passed since then and we are well into summer. He still has not come back. Forgive me, Mr. Huang, I was being too complacent. He's someone who will never break a promise. Mr. Huang, I am positive now something must have happened to him. Mu One destroyed the whole mountain and thought, there is no need for me to wait any longer. I must go and find him myself. Location Nanyo, Orchid District. The staff seeing Mu1 gave so huge amount of gold coins, excited welcome him and said this room is the one that made even the noble families and the White Dragon merchant troop covet with desire. It comes with a nice bathtub for you to use as well. Mu1 thought I've spent too long in seclusion. My memories of the geographical locations have gotten foggy. I am honestly amazed that I even made it over to Nanyo. It took 10 days to get here. It was not an easy task. It was my mistake. I was far too complacent. It's not just anyone. It's Mr. Huang, and he is the only person who has been with me the longest. All I know is that he worked as a bodyguard at the White Dragon merchant troop. I really don't know much of this world. I would be making excuses if I said that I was too focused on learning martial arts that I was not able to come find him sooner. Forgive me. I hope you are still alive. Soon, Mu1 went to White Dragon merchant troop. He told the guard, my name is Jin. I am here to find a boy named Guok Moon Young. The guard asked, how do you know him? Mu1 replied, I don't know him personally, but my uncle told me that he was close with him. The guard asked, your uncle? Mu1 said his name is Huang Chul and he works as a bodyguard here. The guard said, are you that nephew of our brother Huang? I've heard a lot about you. Brother Huang loved bragging about his nephew. If that's the case, I assume you are here because you want to know the whereabouts of him. It's already been 6 months since we last heard of him. Come with me, I will take you to where Moon Young is. Brother Huang took good care of our Moon Young. Since Moon Young never had any talent in the sword, he's just doing a bunch of odd jobs around here nowadays. Soon, the guard leader said, bodyguard Huang's nephew? My name is Gong Jin Sung. I am the captain of the bodyguards here. Mu1 said, I go by Jin. Jin Sung said he should be back anytime in any case. Are you here because you want to know where bodyguard Huang is? Mu1 replied, that's correct. Do you perhaps know anything? Jin Sung said, well, there was an issue in Unnam and the deputy guards and the third master went over there. I heard that Madame No put in a special request for bodyguard Huang to go along with them as well. Mu1 said, why did Madame No do such a thing? What purpose did she have, sending my uncle into a dangerous mission like that? Not to mention he went missing. Why is not she assembling a rescue party for him? Jin Sung said, that is quite rude of you. Madame No is not a heartless person. Also, bodyguard Huang was not the only one who went missing. The third master and the deputy guards all disappeared as well. This is all a big issue within the White Dragon merchant troop. That's why Madame No has been recruiting a lot of skilled mercenaries. She's planning to dispatch them soon to Unnam. Up until now, the White Dragon merchant troop has been operating on their own and have not been receiving any form of assistance from the Broken Fist troop, who are the most influential group in Unnam. With this incident, I heard that we asked for their help and cooperation, and that's the extent of everything that I know regarding this incident. Oh, right, we apparently tried to use quite a few supplies and items to bribe them for their help. Anyhow, you just need to know that Madame No is also desperate and is doing her best to figure the situation out. There's Moon Young. I will leave you two to talk. I will need to go and check up on Madame No. Mu1 said, would it be possible if I can also join the people heading to Unnam? I am willing to work any jobs, as long as I get to Unnam. Jin Sung said, you at least look like you know how to wield a blade. I will put in a word for you then. Moon Young then asked Mu1, what did you need me for? Jin Sung thought, every year, numerous talents flood into the world of Murim. The people in Murim will then select individuals whose talents soar as high as the sky, and elect them into the 7 positions known as the 7 lower skies. And the man who is right before my eyes was not able to get elected into the 7 lower skies. However, his ability to think and analyze was unrivaled within the whole nation. What an amazing talent he possesses. Unending wit, Mu Huan of wise judgment. And then there is her, the woman who is able to single-handedly decimate several dozens of powerful men. Unnatural strength, Chai Yak Ran. There is a martial sect that is made up of only a dozen wandering mercenaries as they centered themselves around a martial master named Zhangmu. With the right price, these guys are willing to get any job done no matter how difficult it may be. They are known as the Iron Brigade, and the 2 that are here today are the vice leaders. What tremendous aura they have. Tremendous indeed. Mu Huan said, that completes our contract. We have successfully received the White Dragon merchant troops request. We shall depart for Unnam first thing tomorrow. Tay said, thank you. Mu Huan said, you can thank us again after we've saved Master Yun. Tay asked, will it just be the 2 of you going there? Mu Huan said, of course not. Not only will it be me and vice leader, but we will also be accompanied by the Hunter of the Dying Breath, Arrow of the Setting Sun and the Swordsman of the 7 Ways. It will be the 5 of us that will depart tomorrow. As for the rest of our Iron Brigade, they have followed our sect leader and are currently on a different mission. We plan to reunite with them in Sichuan on our way over to Annam. So there is nothing for you to worry about. Haite said, if that's the case I feel slightly less concerned now. Soon, Jin Sung said, Madam No and family leader Yoon, the nephew of bodyguard Huang, has come here. He's requested that you allow him to go with them to Annam. Haite replied, I don't see an issue with that. Just let him do as he pleases. Next day, Hu Myung asked Seo Yin, why the hell are you going to Annam? Seo Yin said, it's no use stopping me now. I've already made up my mind. I have studied martial arts at the Gongdong Monastery. I am more than capable of protecting my own body. Hu Myung asked, why do you insist on putting yourself in danger? Seo Yin replied, because he's family. Soon, Mu Won wonders, I have a feeling nothing will go according to our plan. Moon Young asked, did you sleep well? Senior brother, I was pretty anxious that I was not able to sleep. Moon Young thought they said he was Mr. Huang's nephew, right? He's a lot different from him. He's calmer and more reserved. Moon Young said, this is my first time experiencing a large march. My father was a bodyguard as well, and he passed away a couple years ago during one of his duties like this. That's why I am more nervous than usual. Mr. Huang said that I would be the first to die when something went wrong. So he personally taught me some cultivation techniques, but he also nagged me quite a bit, and told me to not slack off during my training. Yu Wan replied, Mr. Huang did. What was the cultivation technique that Mr. Huang taught you? Moon Young said it was the 3 foundational cultivation technique. The key aspect of this cultivation technique is that if I am patient and stick with it till the end, it will help guide me onto the path of becoming a martial master. Even though everyone says that I am talentless and that I should stop learning martial arts, Mr. Huang was the only one who understood my feelings and took extra care of me. I hope he is safe. Mu Wan told him, if something were to happen, make sure to stay by my side. Moon Young thought this senior brother, although he's holding a blade, is he actually a strong and dependable person? I mean, if something were to happen, would not it be safer to stick with the Iron Brigade? Mu Wan thought, how should I live my life from now on? I've been living my life solely dedicated towards honing my martial arts, and now the only thing I want to do is to find Mr. Huang and Ha Sol as well. But what should I do after I find them? The Northern Heavenly Sect exacting revenge on the Central Heavenly Alliance, is that truly the right path for me to take? Or would it be better if I just continued to live the rest of my life as a non-existent being of this world? I am sure my father would want me to abandon any sense of resentment which I may hold and live a proper life, free from all worries. However, will I really be able to do that? When the blood of my heart boils with rage, Father, I really don't know what I should do. Soon, someone said, we will cross the river to Anma in about 4 hours. Until then we will split into 2 groups and take turns resting. The staff asked Mu One, what can I get you today? Mu One replied, just something simple and filling would be nice. Mu One noticed Moon Young's reaction and said, are you interested in her? Soon, the staff said, the food has been served. My name is So Ryung. What is your name, older brother? Moon Young then introduced himself. So Ryung said, so older brother is a bodyguard as well. That's so cool. If I need someone to protect me later, can I come get you from the White Dragon Merchant Troop? Afterward, Mu Huan said, looks like they are ascetics from the Gongdong Monastery. And that boy right there, he's probably someone with a high status. That's because their monastery usually does not send young disciples to the outside world. The only times that's an exception are if they attained a high mastery in their martial arts, or if they are at least a first-generation disciple. Mu One asked, are you jealous of him? Moon Young replied, nope. I am satisfied being a bodyguard. My father once said, although we are being paid to do our jobs, our duty is to protect the lives of our owners as well as their precious belongings. Because of this, people have tremendous faith in our abilities and can't help but rely on us. Since our lives are built on living an honest and humble life, I believe there is no other job more magnificent than this. Suddenly, the ascetics earlier yelled, get your ass out here. Where is the cook? Are you ignoring my words? The chef came out and said, senior brother. The ascetics throw the food on the chef's face and said, so it was you, Tai Pyong. While eating your food, the future heir of the Gongdong Monastery, our prodigy Sol Gung, got a broken tooth. Is this your way of taking revenge on the great family of the Gongdong Monastery? The chef said, senior brother, why are you still like this? I am no longer affiliated with the Gongdong Monastery. Senior brother, are you perhaps still holding a grudge from that day? 5 years ago, there was a martial competition that was held every 3 years. Taepyeong said that was a good match. Mu Hae knew that as long as you existed in the Gongdong Monastery, the glorious title known as the highest peak of Gongdong could never be attained. With you I was fated to always be second. That humiliating defeat, I could never forget it. Then a few months later, you were embroiled in some scandal, and as a result, your meridians were forcefully destroyed and you were casted out of the Gongdong Monastery. Mu-hei wonders, however, that humiliating defeat I suffered from you that day. It continues to burn with rage within my heart. Taepyeong said the only thing that affected you that day was your pride, but for me, I was wrongfully framed and eventually lost the ability to practice my martial arts. So despite all of that, do you truly need to treat me this way? Let me ask once more, did you really break your tooth from eating my food? Sol-gung said. Then are you saying I am lying to you? Back to earlier, Sol-gung told Mu-hei a few days ago while I was training I tripped over some roots and ended up breaking it. Taepyeong said the future of the Gongdong Monastery is looking quite bleak. Not even a remnant of Master Tae's teachings and belief are left behind. The fact that you would resort to lies. After listening what he said, Mu-hei immediately launched a palm attack. So Ryung cried and said, what you are claiming is false. I was the one who prepared all of the ingredients. That's how I know it was impossible for a rock to be in there. Mu-hei said, how dare raise your hand against my sacred body and hit on her. Vice Captain Chai was mad, but Mu-hwan told her, calm down. The Gongdong Monastery is one of the great fami of the 9 great sects. If we become enemies with them, then the Iron Brigade will be put into a difficult situation. Moon Young stepped in. Mu-hei asked, who are you? Moon Young replied, a bodyguard. Mu-hei said, a bodyguard? Are you from the White Dragon Merchant Troupe? Then are you unaware of the relationship with which we share with a White Dragon Merchant Troupe? Moon Young said, will you please bestow your grace and just this once, look past this incident? Mu-hei laughed and said, what a chivalrous boy you are. Hey kiddo, if you phrase it like that, then you are making it sound like we are the bad guys here. How dare a lowly bodyguard, who receives money to exercise their martial arts, dare stand before the ascetic of the Gongdong Monastery? Moon Young replied, the duties of a bodyguard is more than just that. It's an honorable job that holds significant value. Mu-hei said, you insolent bastard, not only did you stand before me, but you also dare to lecture me? No, you place. I shall show you mercy by taking only one of your arms. While Mu-won stand up, Mu-hwan told him, please don't be foolish, just hold your anger and look away. That boy chose to step in when he knew he should not have. He will unfortunately be punished for his ignorance, and there is nothing we can do to stop it. At very least, he won't lose his life. He should be lucky that only his body and his pride are the only things that gets named from the situation. Mu-won said he should be lucky that only his body gets maimed. The moment a martial artist loses his arm, it signals the end of his life. Pride? Even dogs have that shit. However, true pride is enduring the hardships of being utterly alone as you do everything you can to fight for your beliefs. That is something that you will never understand. Mu-hwan said, why are you only looking at the tree and not the forest itself? Do you truly plan to become an enemy of the Gongdong Monastery with an idiotic belief such as that? Mu-won said, is not that fine? Should not the world have at least one idiot like that? Mu-won blocked the sword. Mu-hei thought, bare-handed sword block. How dare he block an esteemed martial master's blade with just his fingers? Where did he come from? Who is this bastard? He's not even trembling or flinching at all. Mu-hei asked, who are you? How dare you get in my way? Are you also unaware of who I am? Mu-won said, you can consider me as an older brother of this boy. Why don't you just stop here for today? Mu-hei said, those are not the eyes of someone asking for a favor, and cast palm of the rising clouds. Again Mu-won simply blocked it and said, the duty of a boy is to simply enjoy his life. The duty of a parent is to raise their child. The duty of a merchant is to make profits. The duty of an ascetic is to become pure by purging their worldly desires. Everyone has duties which they must uphold. However, it seems you are unable to do something as basic as that. You are a disgrace to all the other ascetics. Mu-won broke his sword. Then another two ascetics attacked towards together. Mu-won told Moon-yeon, take that girl and her father out of here. Hurry. Mu-won easily handle both of them. Mu-hei throwed the sword and said, I will fucking kill you. Mu-won continued punch on him and broke the hand. Sol-gung who tried to bastard Mu-won. Mu-hwan thought, this is bad. The members of the Iron Brigade are currently here. If we get involved, then the Iron Brigade will no doubt have to face consequences. The people of the Gongdong Monastery are ones to hold a grudge. We can no longer look past this incident, but if we were to interfere, we will most definitely become an enemy to the Gongdong Monastery. What a fine mess we are in. Soon, Mu-hei said, you dare injure the ascetics of the Gongdong Monastery. Do you think you will be safe after all this? Mu-won said, you are making a threat, but how will you accomplish it? Mu-hei said, the entire Gongdong Monastery shall move. That's the power of the Gongdong Monastery. Mu-won said, is that so? Mu-hei yelled, that's right. Without knowing that, you dare to attack us. Just what kind of a thick-headed idiot are? Mu One told him if that's the case, the Gongdong Monastery of the 9 great shit or whatever, I just need to get rid of them. Mu He said you dare to threaten us. Mu One replied why not, am I not allowed to? Suddenly, Seo Yin opened up the door and said I heard that you were here. Senior brother Mu He, how have you been? She asked Mu One what the hell were you doing? Because of you the relationship between the Gongdong Monastery and the White Dragon Merchant Troupe have deteriorated. Why did you attack the Gongdong Monastery and the White Dragon Merchant Troupe share a close bond with each other? What were you thinking? You should have already been thankful that we even allowed you to come with us to Annam. Mu One said I apologize for my actions however, should not you first priority be finding out the exact details of the situation as well as checking to see if the people involved are safe? Although he's young he's still a bodyguard for the White Dragon Merchant Troupe. Because of that, you have a duty to look after people like him. Not to mention the young girl at the tavern almost lost her life. This boy tried to prevent that and almost lost an arm. Just because the Gongdong Monastery is held in high regard, does not mean their actions should be justified. I am also aware that Lady Yun is a disciple of the Gongdong Monastery, however you should realize the position you are in. You are not here as a disciple of the Gongdong Monastery, you are here as the leader of the White Dragon Merchant Troupe and the person in charge of this journey. That is why I believe it will be wise if you first listen to your people, before you make any kind of a decision. Seo Yen said that was my mistake. Forgive me, however the fact that you put them into that state is not a small issue. Mu One said I will take full responsibility for the situation. If I was not prepared to do that, I would not have interfered in the first place. Nothing stays forever in this world. Although the Great Gongdong Monastery holds a strong foundation, they will not exist forever. As stated, I will take responsibility for this situation if that does not satisfy you. Then Moon Young and I shall leave the White Dragon Merchant Troupe and operate on our own. We thank you for everything that you have done for us. Jin Sung said hey now let's settle down. This is not an issue where it can simply be decided like that. Let's first get some sleep and try to come with a solution tomorrow. Seo Yin said fine we will do as you say. Jin Sung said as for you young man, what are your plans for now? As stated by the young miss, this is not a small issue. Mu One said I shall be waiting for them soon. Moon Young said I am sorry because of me. Mu One said don't worry it seems we will have to spend the night out here. Can you gather some materials that we can use for our bedding? Moon Hwan said it's my turn to talk to you. Mu One said soap let me take a break. I am tired from all the talking I've had to do. Moon Hwan said but I still have not had the chance to explain everything to you. Please just give me a moment. If you acted in a cooperative manner, then the present situation would have been more favorable than the one we are in right now. Mu Wen asked do you always calculate all of your actions? Mu Hwan said of course that's the only way you can survive in this treacherous world of Murim. You need to move based on your strengths and weaknesses. Mu One replied, I see, don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The people of this world generally think like that. But I believe there are times when you should listen to your heart more than the mind. Today was an example of that for me. Everyone believes that compassion and kindness has disappeared from this world. And that's because the people with power will continue to take away things from the weak and the weak will have nowhere to cry nor complain to. In a world as cruel as this, if the people who have learned martial arts also start to abuse their power, then what's the point in being the martial artists? Mu Hwan thought this man he's dangerous. He's extremely dangerous. His beliefs will become a great threat to the entire world of Murim. Mu Hwan said a single person cannot change the whole world. The world is not as forgiving nor easy as you think. Mu One replied is that so? But you see, even a single candle has the ability to illuminate the darkness. So at the very least, I can become the light that guides the people who can, and that is the reason why I've learned martial arts and why I must continue to take this path. Soon, Mu Young said this is all my fault. If only I did not step in. Mu One said your mistake was not taking your weakness into consideration. Anyone can get into trouble. What's important is how well you can clean up the situation you are in. I am sure you are aware of it already, but the world of Murim is a cold and unforgiving place. You just need to get stronger. But on the bright side, you were able to save the lives of 2 peoples. You should be proud that you even had the courage to stand up against them. You did the right thing. Mu Young said, thank you, I will make sure to keep what you said in mind. Can I ask you something? What kind of training do I need to do to become as strong as you, and be able to break a blade with just my fingers? Mu One said you are referring to the shattering finger technique. Well, I've learned how to blacksmith ever since I was young. Because of that I learned how to forge swords. Mu Young replied really? Then that blade you are holding, did you make that as well? Mu One said yeah. Then one day after spending countless hours forging swords, I was able to see the faults within a sword, although that won't be the case with fine blades forged by master blacksmiths. Mu One thought, Mr. Huan, the rock you give me, just what kind of rock is it? It's been 2 years and it still won't listen to me. Just when will you accept me, you persistent bastard? Please let me succeed this time. Did it work? Have the last 2 years of my labor finally paid off? No, wait, the edge is still dull. No matter how many times I try to sharpen it, only my whetstone is being grinded away. So you plan to stay stubborn till the end. I see how it is. You want to see which one of us will last the longest. I've decided I shall name you Snowflower. The blade I forged was not a divine blade or a demonic blade, was a bewitched blade. Afterward, Vice Captain Chai passed some foods to Mu One. While they are enjoying food, Mu One noticed something and told Moon Young, head back to the Southern Sea Tavern. Hurry. Gongdong Monastery's eldest brother Mu Guang asked, where are you from? Mu One replied, I am just a swordsman from the north. Mu Guang said, quite the arrogance you have. I heard that you persecuted the disciples of the Gongdong Monastery. Is that the truth? Mu One said, I was not persecuting anyone. However, you brothers were. It seems you are the one who still has not heard the truth. Mu Huan said, please don't listen to his words. Eldest brother, he's a crafty bastard.